Everybody, this is Social Film from High School Top 200. This head-to-head is brought to you by Fine Line Barbers in Hamilton. Hit up my boy Vinny down in Alexander Street and sit down and get, say, a High School Top 200, sit down and get a discount off your haircuts. This battle is between the two props, Robert Cobb and also Ethan DeGroot. Sorry if I butchered the name, but I think that's what it says, DeGroot. Now, Robert Cobb is ranked 146th and Ethan DeGroot is ranked 199. And because I have just been doing more study of both players over the last weeks, I would drop them both at least maybe 20-30 spots. Both guys are quality players, so they'll, like, think of it as both of them are within, almost close to the hundreds or so, or like 150s. But these two players both made their under 18s. They both were both played for their top sides and actually really stood out to selectors and recruiters. I think both of them actually have a chance to, and I think they both actually played themselves into, and I would say it like that, like I say they played themselves into contention for the Barbarians. I don't know if New Zealand secondary schools level, but I think Barbarians they're pretty close to that. Like I've said before about Ethan from Southland Boys, Ethan is a tall kind of guy. He's tall, not overly big, but he's really tall, and his work rate is really high. I like his work rate, and just the mongrel that he puts into it. He's very good on the support runners. Once they go to ground, he's right over the ball. Real good security over the ball as well, which I really like, and he tackles a lot throughout the game too. He's got a really good scrumming technique to himself. Being a little bit taller, I think you have to kind of work a bit harder. I know for myself, when I was at high school, being 6'3", almost 6'4", yeah, it was a lot harder as a taller guy sometimes. But he has managed to make that a sort of benefit in his favour. Really good, technically sound and scrumming. Rob is the same way. He's just a really hard worker around the rucks. He takes up the ball as much as he needs to. He doesn't throw because they're a fast-paced moving squad. As a forward pack, Mags is, so Rob never pushes passes, never tries to take too much or be too greedy and getting momentum going. So he's a really safe player that way. I actually didn't really recognize him until I went and watched some of the games back on TV and then started sort of looking at his work rate and things like that. So he's like one of those players where you don't really recognize that he's on the field, but once you start watching his tapes again, you think, oh shoot, this guy actually has a big workload on him, and then he actually does make a massive effect when he hits rucks and things like that. He actually tips the ruck your way. He keeps the ball safe. He's right there in support. Very fit as well, like just the same as Ethan. Very fit. Both play loose head, so in scrums they won't come up against each other. But I mean, like if they make changes, then it'll be good to see them go against each other in the scrums. The separation between them, I'm not too sure if there's a real big separation between them, both of them. I think the competitions that they play in will probably be the separation, because you'll be able to, because Mags, I think their competition is a lot more physical, even though Southland Boys playing the Colts. I don't think the Colts is at the level that 1A is with those bigger schools, with the top 7 of those schools, or in the top 8. So like, I think just the separation is going to be that physical side of it. Ethan, I know, can handle that kind of thing, and Rob will probably be used to it, but it's going to be for how long within the game, and then how long they can actually take, how much punishment they can actually take, if that makes sense. So Rob Cobb against Ethan DeGroot. Have a look at that matchup and the head-to-head, and let me know what you think.